Okay, good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun Mitzion, as we continue Maseches Hagigah, the second parak, Mishnah is Beis and Gimel. I want to talk today about Mishnah Beis, the second Mishnah, which talks about, let's read it. It says, Yossi ben Yoezer Omer Shalol Lismoch, Yossi ben Yochanan Omer Lismoch, Yehoshua ben Prachi Omer Shalol Lismoch, Nita Abeli Omer Lismoch, Yehuda ben Tabai Omer Shalol Lismoch, Shum ben Shedach Omer Lismoch. Shemaya Omer Lismoch, Avtali Omer Shalol Lismoch. So four different counterparts, they argued about a machlokas, about smicha, when you bring a korban. I'm not going to get into the details of this machlokas. When you bring a korban sacrifice, whether sacrifice is a literal thing or not a literal thing. Either way, they had an argument about it, whether you should lean on the animal and you should repent while you're bringing the animal. Hillel Menachem lo nichlagu. Then the fifth counterpart, Hillel Menachem came. They didn't argue. Yatsa Menachem nichnas Shammai. Whatever happened was Menachem left, and Shammai came in. Shammai Omer Shalol Lismoch, Hillel Omer Lismoch. Shammai said, you don't have to repent when you bring the korban. Hillel said you do. The first one of the counterparts, they became the prime minister, the president. The second ones were also accorded a lot of honor. They became head of the court. Now, the only one, my mother in the background, she's not feeling so well. The only one that didn't get the full respect is Menachem, this person Menachem. Whoever Menachem was, Menachem left. And the reason he left is because he agreed with Hillel. Because usually there's what to argue about. People have different opinions, and it's very important to voice your opinion. If you feel strongly about something, there's no reason to argue for just the sake of arguing, but if you feel strongly about something, you should be arguing about something. You should have what to argue about if you feel strongly about it. And if you do, you'll both get honor. The person who's right will get the more honor. They'll become the president, the prime minister, the one in charge. But the second one will also get honor because he provided the impetus for the other person arriving at the right conclusion. The only one who didn't get any honor, and it says, Rashi says that Menachem left to go work for the king. He became a servant. Went into servitude. Why? Because he agreed with Hillel. And presumably the reason he agreed with Hillel, I don't know the exact case what happened, but he was afraid to voice his own opinion. There was obviously what to argue about this. If five different big people argued, five counterparts argued about this, and one chose to ignore, to lie to himself and say, I want peace. Everyone says it's a great thing about Pinchas. Pinchas was someone who, he was Rodef Shalom. He went ahead and made peace. And he got kahuna, he got service. Kahuna, people think being a Kohen is a great thing. It's basically a service. I had a friend once who always complained. In Israel, they have a service for the religious people called Duchening, which is basically you go up and after the Shemona Esrei, after the long prayer, you go up and you have to go on the stage and you have to give a blessing to everyone. It's annoying to do that. You have to run out of the shul. You have to actually go ahead and wash your hands. It was annoying for him, really annoying for him, and he hated it, to be honest with you. And I can understand why he hated it. It could serve to do it kahuna, and that's what Pinchas got by making peace. He acted, and it seems from the Talmud that he did a great thing. He killed two people who were committing harlotry. Was it the right thing or the wrong thing? The Torah doesn't really explain whether it was the right thing or the wrong thing. The Talmud sometimes gives you implications to make you believe one thing, when really the truth is the other thing. But he brought peace. Peace is not a good thing, necessarily. In the end, it's a good thing. But in the beginning, it's important that everyone should voice their own opinion, should be assertive in what they believe is the truth. Doesn't mean you should take violence, and especially when you believe you're right and you take violence. This is what he did. He killed people. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. And it's funny, actually, Shammai and Hillel, everyone says that Hillel is obviously greater than Shammai, but the truth is, you see from this Mishnah, at the end of the Mishnah, it says that Shammai was the one who said Shalol Lismoch, to not feel guilty, and Hillel said Lismoch, and the Mishnah concludes that Shammai was the Rishonim. Shammai was the first one. Shammai was greater than Hillel. Why was Shammai greater than Hillel? From the Talmud and Maseches Shabbos, we see that Shammai was a kaptan. It means that it doesn't mean he was angry necessarily. He was just very meticulous and particular about his opinions to make sure that what he believed was true. He asserted whatever he believed was true. He made sure that his opinion was known, his opinion was felt, and he would fight for the cause to make sure for being right of what he believed what the truth was. I mean, he took violence. It doesn't mean he was aggressive. It just means that he was assertive, and he ended up being more peaceful than the person who epitomized peace, Hillel. Peace is not always a good thing. In the end, it's a good thing. But at the beginning, it's important to voice your opinion, to be heard. Love you all. Bye.